everyone. I'm Liam.
I'm Pinchu. I'm Michael.
I'm Annie. I'm Caroline. And I'm Wendy.
So I will talk about the introduction first. So first is the China automobile industry. The market domination of China and also leadership in electric vehicle production, and also the economic factor. They got the huge market size and demand in China, and also well developed of infrastructure already. And this is China, and this is United States. This is Europe. So China is the world largest market in the world. Next. When we choose about the leading electric car in China, called BYD, they originally is a rechargeable battery manufacturer and entered the automotive industry in 2003 and become the significant industry participant in few years. And their market position, they're leading in automotive and renewable company, and their technological innovation. Also, they design the new black battery technology to enhance more safety and efficiency. Their global presence and market expansion is also strong. They got the electric bus adopted in Europe also. And about the Germany's, their engineering excellence, economic impact, and also the global innovation leads. And also they focus more in sustainability. So this is the Germany's motor vehicle production in 2014-2023. So although it dropped also about the COVID-19 pandemic, but also the leading in the world. And assuming BYD enter to Germany markets. So the first is the main competitor is Volkswagen Group. There is the largest car manufacturer in Germany, and also has a dominant market share in Europe. So the challenge for BYD is the significant market effort, also the way to build their brand awareness. So they need to competing with Volkswagen established relationship. The third is technology innovation. Continuously innovate is a must to BYD, and also they need to match Volkswagen the infrastructure and EV technology. And the next is the competitive price advantage of BYD. They has the cost-effective manufacturing. Also, their battery technology can make their cost lower. And also the last is strategy partnership. The German distribution partnership had them mobility and also help them strengthen into market entry and also expansion front. And next I have us to learn.
So the three main issues in China is the first one is the first issue will be the employment law. So in the employment law, comparison with legal employment regulation is the employer should follow the minimum wages, working hours, overtime pay, social insurance contribution, and also the employee benefit. So for example, if you see the table here, the Shanghai minimum wages will be different from the Beijing, Hangzhou, Chongqing, and so on. So any compensation plan should understanding this law and in order to avoid the legal risks and penalties. Next. So the second issue is cultural system and business practice in the navigating quasi and relationship building. As we know, it is fundamental to doing business in China. So in order to have a talent acquisition, retention, and career achievement, which involve in attracting and retaining the top talent necessities, offering competitive salary structure and also benefit package, such as it can provide healthcare coverage, repayment plans, and also another perks should be against with the industry norms while also considering the specific needs and also preference of the Chinese employee. So that's all from China. Huh? Now I'll pass it to Kelly.
So the three issues in Germany, the first one will be the employment law, as Germany has the strict laws for the minimum wages, working hours, overtime pay, and there are 22 out of 27 European Union member states has already implemented the minimum wages law. So the minimum wages in Germany in 2024 is 12.41 euros, and there's expected increase in 2025. And the second one will be the healthcare system and business practices. So Germans value reliability, professionalism, and efficiency. So it is important in building trust and long-term relations when doing business with German. So they also focus on the quality of work and the ability to deliver the job. And the third main issue will be the compensation and benefit process. So German has a law that benefits paid time off, parental leave, healthcare, and pension. So they may offer up to parental leave. They may offer parental leave up to 3 years in German. And next, I will pass it to Jay.
Thank you, Caroline. I'll be talking about the similarities in employment law. So in China, the working hours is either 8 hours per day or not more than 44 hours per week. And yes. So yes, the maximum working hours is either 8 hours per day or not more than 44 hours per week. And in Germany, the maximum working hours is 48 hours per week. But if they work less than 30 hours per week, it will be considered as part-time employee. So according to this graph, the highest working hours for China is 44, which fall under this year, and the lowest is this year. Now, for Germany, the highest one is year 2002, the lowest one is year 2018. And now goes to minimum wages law. China, there are two minimum wages law, which is hourly and monthly. Now, according to the graph at top left, the highest monthly is Shanghai, and while the highest hourly is Beijing. While Germany is Euro 12.41 per hour, which is applied to all states of the country, while the minimum monthly wages is Euro 2,551 euros, according to 40 hours working hours. Next slide, please. So we'll talk about masculinity because both countries are the same. Here's the one, which is 66. High masculinity means that both countries are driven through competition, success, and achievement. So managers' positions are mostly held by male, seldom held by female. So they are expected to possess male characteristics, which is competitiveness, firm, and etc. So they are also prepared to move their families for career purpose. And let's go to compensation insurance. Both countries have employment compensation insurance. In China, the insurance will cover up the medical expenses and the lost wages of the employee, which is important to them while they cannot work. In Germany, the insurance will cover up the medical expenses as well, and the employees will receive up to 80% of their gross income up to 80 weeks. That's all from me. I'll pass to Ellie to talk about the differences.
Thank you, Henry Chu. Now I'm going to talk about the differences between multinational company in China and Germany. First of all is employment law. Employment laws in China and Germany are highly constructive with each other. In a German working environment, the trend is more permanent distant from China, which means that China is more inclined to being held critical while it is versus from China's goals. This means that Germans are much more direct and aggressive in their communication compared to the Chinese, who are generally informally and very diplomatically so. Decision-making process was also different, with Germany likely using a more consultative team approach versus China's probably being more top-down in nature. The cultural values of individualism coming in versus collectivism, with Germany bent more toward individual performance, and China emphasizing group harmony and cooperation and probably situation that would arise. The third is compensation and benefit structures between China and Germany are different as well. Base salaries in Germany are typically higher than in China. However, the German social security system often better or more fully integrated benefits, including unemployment insurance, health care and pension compared to China's social security system. Whereas both countries might offer performance-based bonus, the Germany might in fact have more integration with the compensation structure. Another discrepancy in practice, Chinese people basically do not negotiate their salary, but Germany that is definitely on their expectation. That's all for me. I'll pass to my dad. Thank you.
Thank you, Mak Aini. And now I'm going to talk about the recommendation of effective global remuneration plan for the senior executives. For the senior executive CEO, and the approach that I'm using right now will be local plus approach, which is the salary is aligned with the host local country's salary structure, and along with the supplementary expatriate benefits and allowance that are not entitled to local employees. And the reason why I'm using this approach is because it has been selected due to the basic salary structure between Berlin, Germany and Shanghai, China. And they are quite similar, as both have salary plus bonus with social security and insurance deductions combined with taxations. So I will be more focused on the expatriate benefits in kind instead of basic gross salary. Next slide. So the first recommendation will be the basic salary and bonus. And the basic salary that I recommend will be Euro 50,000 per month with 13-month salary, and maybe bonus Euro 300,000 per annum. And for the working hours, I will be recommending 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. along with lunch break between 12 to 12:45 p.m. And the working days will be Monday to Friday. And the types of leave that I recommend will be paid annual vacation leave 40 days, unpaid leave 10 days, paid sick leave 8 weeks, paid public holiday 10 days, paid bereavement leave or marriage leave for 3 days each, paid travel leave, which is one-time relocation leave, 5 days, paid home leave 10 days. And for the type of allowance, the first allowance will be one-time payoff, which is relocation expenses allowance for Euro 10,000 and international license fee allowance for Euro 2,000. And the second will be the lump sum payment, which is living allowance of Euro 2,500 per month, fuel expenses allowance up to Euro 500 per month, officer allowance for Euro 500 per annum, and winter attire and accessories allowance for 1,000 euro per annum. Next. So for the expatriate benefits in kind, I will be recommending 3-room fully furnished with kitchen facility apartments with warm rent according to the employment contract, inclusive company car with insurance, personal mobile phone and laptop or computer, and reimbursable outstation allowance for business trip according to the host country standards, and annual home leave return tickets, and cover any work-related expenses that occur during the employment period, like visa, work permit, tax filing, and others. And for the medical benefit recommendation, I will be recommending reimbursable medical expenses and private medical insurance. And for the taxation, the last recommendations, I will be proposing 30 to 45% of the host country's tax coverage, which includes mandatory social security. And that's all for our presentation, and these are our reference. Thank you.